So I'm calling the Sustainability Advisory Committee to order. This is Thursday, July 24th, 8:08 p.m. So we'll kick off the conversation. So just going to say, are there any public present who wants to make a public comment? That's our number one topic. I don't see anybody, so we will move on to the topic itself. So do you guys want to take a look at the application online?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Mohan, do you want to approve the minutes with the
did we have
edits?
that?
Cliff made a couple edits. We have a quorum because we have
Okay.
3 out of 4 or 5, one of those. So can I make a motion to approve the
Yes.
minutes
Yes,
as
please.
amended by Cliff?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Do you want to second that?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I did not pull up my agenda, which is causing me grief. Yes, okay, so.
If you want to see them, I can pull them up, but
No,
they're
that's
also
fine.
on the G
That's
drive.
fine. That's fine. Yep, we're good. We're good.
Thank you.
So let me go to, okay, now what I'm going to do is, last time I went to my browser, you could not hear me. So can you guys still hear me? Just want to make
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just going to share my screen so we can take a look at this thing. Okay. Security and privacy screen recording. Really? Privacy and security is key recording only plus. Yes, use password. Okay. Plus. Okay, then what do I do?
I have it up too if you want me to share.
No, that's not the problem. The problem is
Oh.
it won't let me, it won't let you share is the problem. Let me see if it's Safari open. Okay. Okay, open and that's fine. I'm just adding some of these things here so it needs every time. Okay, now. I'm supposed to be good in this because I'm supposed to be tech guy. I'm turning into it. I'm dumber than anything else. This is Teams. Okay. Do we have Teams here? Teams. Come on. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
You
Found
can't
it.
share it. Okay.
No, I found it. Now what's going to happen is it wants me to quit and reopen, meaning I will have to get out and come back. So hopefully, or if I say later, it won't allow me. The first time. So let's say, I'll say later for now. Let's see if it does let me.
Okay.
Okay, go again. No, still it wants me to quit and reopen. After this, I think we should be fine. Just this one time. Let me do this. Sorry. Yes, leave it.
If not, we can just verbally go through the action items. I have them up on my phone, so I can read them. Oh, there he goes.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Me?
Mhm.
Let's do share. Yes, hello. Okay, you can see now my screen? You should be.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go to my account, municipal dashboard.
Okay. Update application.
Okay, cool.
You're logged in?
Yeah.
Great.
I'm logged in. I have never logged out, so I'm sitting there. Okay, good. All right, so we have 400. These are completed, approved. There are 400 points out of 3,500.
Right.
So now it says required 0 out of 4. Now that's what. So now, however, if I say there are, if I look at planned, right? The planned we have 265. and 2 out of 4 are required. So we have done 2. There are 2 more. I don't know which ones. We can take a look. Now together though, we have 665 points. That means we are eligible for a bronze at this point, right? 500 points.
Silver would be 500, right?
Right,
Yeah.
silver, right? We have 665 if all of the things in pipeline are approved.
In theory, yeah.
Yeah, right. All right,
Oh,
right.
Cliff is, yeah, there you go.
And
Sorry.
So, Mohan, Lauren and Christine and I had a very productive meeting earlier today with Summer and with Kate, the equity coach. And because it's not reflected in the point count, but we actually do have one of the Optimize for Equity toolkits completed because it's a carryover from the last certification cycle. All it needed was a little bit of tweaking with the addition of some dates to show that it is within the look back period. And I worked with Cliff on this, and Cliff also personally made sure that what we had said we were going to do in the last toolkit actually is being done, and it is. So we verified that. So that, though, I believe those are 10 points. Those aren't even accounted for. So we actually really have 410 points. I didn't mark the item as complete because after talking to Summer and the Kate earlier today, there's something that I'm working on, and there's something that Amanda has been working on that we may actually be able to complete 3 equity toolkits, which means we could be eligible for silver. So if we get everything else done too.
The completed ones, do we mark it, or is it marked by the sustainable city people?
I usually go in and mark it myself as completed, but only after they review it and say that it has met the requirements.
Okay. Yeah, because for mine, I just uploaded the document for the electric city thing, and then they marked it complete. I didn't want to do it for myself. I said you review, but that's okay. Either they approve, or basically we're confirming with them, which is great, because I was worried. And it's approved. I don't see any points here. I thought maybe then they need to do something here. If you look at this. Is approved.
So which one is it? It's 7?
No.
Under 7?
If you look at the search actions on the top here, my hand, planned, completed, must revise, the search actions on the top of the screen, right?
Yes.
So we can filter this by either planned or completed or approved. Now I look completed, right? If I look at completed items, you can see on the right side 400 points. They are all completed.
Right.
At some point, I think they will need to mark it as approved. Maybe it's after the August 18th, I think. They will approve them.
I mean, you can, if you have uploaded it to the application, they have reviewed it and said that it meets the requirements. Yep. You can mark it as complete, and then the point count will adjust.
Correct. But here's a question though. If you, then 3 stages, right? Different stages. Whatever you have planned, that's the first stage, you plan it. And then it gets into completed state, and then it gets to approved, whatever, right? I thought sustainable city people need to go in and click on this, click approve for each of those for us to get the points. I assume they will do it at some point, so let's not worry about it. But yes, you are right. I can mark complete, which is fine. Now, so let's see. The completed ones are good. I don't know if we need to look at them. But the next question I have is, if you look at this completed, it says required 4, but we got 0. My question is, we need to identify then what are those 4 required things we must meet, right? Lauren, go on.
I think those are probably in number 1, which we haven't marked as complete.
Is it? All of them are here?
Because in number 1, nothing has been marked as complete, but as I just said, we do have one complete, but I don't want to mark the action as complete until we see if we have 2 others to mark as complete.
So far, it shows me, Caroline, 2 of them there are 2 required out of 4. So we have 1 here in the 1 equity toolkit. I don't know where is the other one, but basically it looks like we need 4 in total.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
I mean, we have, if
Okay.
you look at the categories, let's see,
Let's-
right now it says 8 out of 12. So it says 11 out of 12, which because the number 1 isn't marked as complete, that would make it 12 out of 12. So I don't really know what that required.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, then we don't care. We need to make sure there is 1 in every category, and then we have the last one actually doesn't matter because there's the 13th one. Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Right, 13 is optional. 13 is optional, and I haven't had the time to think of anything to do for that one.
Implement your own sustainability action. 30
Well,
points. Wow.
They suggested a couple today, Carolyn, the 13.1.
Right. I haven't
Yeah.
read that email yet.
Okay.
Okay, good. So, okay, how do we go about now? So we got the completed ones we don't need to worry about. We have the planned ones. If you focus on the planned ones, the question is, do we have all the documentation for them, or do we need to do something about them?
Do you want to go through?
I have there. Yeah, I mean, I have a couple that I can get done, but I'll get them done in the next couple of days. They're ones that I know we'll get points for, and I know I can do them. My focus up, until this point was just making sure that we had the minimum number of points in every category. Then I thought I could go back and do the ones that are extra in a category.
But my question is though, because we already are going to be over 665 points, should we just complete what we have to get to 500? Because I don't think we can get to gold. Gold has some other considerations, I believe.
No, we're not. We're not
Right.
even considering that.
Right. If that's the case, then I think what we should do is let's go through these and see what gets us to 500. Let's focus on them, so get done, right? And then if you want to do more, it's fine. We can put it, get the points.
No, I don't want to do more. I only want to do the ones that I've already said that I would. Yeah.
Have done 165 points more already planned. That's my problem.
Right. No, I kind of did like a very,
Okay.
a very rudimentary calculation, and I see that we can get like an additional 190 points.
Yeah.
So we should, if we can get the 2 additional optimized for equity toolkits completed, we should be able to get silver.
Okay.
And if everything else gets done that people have their name next to.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're banking on, right? So we're not sure that they're going to approve everything that we have. We may have to go through multiple rounds and hope, pray that we get those points.
But
Yeah.
I think so I would say if we have already, if we have 400 points already, Lauren, it's really a matter of another 100. This is completed because they said they're good with it, right?
But it's not approved by them yet.
That's fine. That's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
So they may come back and say, oh, no, you need to do this, this, and this in order to get the points for this. And then we have to go circle back and do
The
that.
400 points reflect actions that they have approved already.
That's what
Oh,
I'm
it
saying.
does.
Yeah,
It
yeah, yeah.
does.
Yeah.
That they've already issued the points for.
They have
Yes.
looked at and said, yep, this looks good. They are completed. And that's why Caroline is saying she checked with them and then completed. So I just asked them to do. So we are good for 400. We need the next 100. Certainly we could do 165. If we already put the work in, it's fine. It doesn't hurt. Okay, so let's look at these then. So let's go one by one. And sorry.
Sorry, I just had a question for Carolyn. Carolyn, that doesn't include like the ones that I did?
It does not
Right.
include the ones that you've done because they're not marked
Oh.
as complete.
I did mark them complete. But I didn't. I did mark them complete.
Which one?
But
which ones are we talking about? If we're
Like this
talking
one.
about the invasive and the
No, like
those
like
are not
this-
marked as complete.
Oh, that's right. Those are not. But these are like the local economies that we're
Yeah,
looking
I haven't.
at right now.
Yeah, I haven't looked at those, but
So
yeah.
So when it says completed, it's so is the 25 points already added into the 400?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
It is. So I'm not confident that they've already approved that. Like I've submitted everything. but I'm
Well,
not
Lauren,
confident that they've
hold on a
issued the
second.
points, that they've approved the
So-
points.
Hold on a second. So when you uploaded the materials for a specific action item, did you then email them and ask them to review it and they looked at it and they said, yes, that meets the requirements, and then you marked it as complete? Or did you mark it as complete once you just uploaded the materials?
The latter, once I uploaded the
Okay,
materials and then I complete.
Okay,
But that's
so
not
what you need to,
approved.
it's not approved if they haven't said it's approved.
Right.
So what you need to do is, for whichever one you just mentioned, you need to just shoot them an email and just ask
Yeah,
them to,
no,
like,
I'm waiting to hear
review-
back. I'm going back and forth with them on a couple of these.
Okay,
Still
then they
waiting for some
shouldn't be
contact.
marked as complete. They shouldn't be marked as completed until they say that they meet the requirements for the action item.
Okay, okay, so, okay,
So they
so
should
I
be
need to go back and mark
planned
them as
until-
what?
Planned.
Planned.
Okay,
So
there
my recollection is that the last two times, we'd go back and forth with them and they'd say that you've met all the requirements, that looks good, and we'd say completed. But until we submitted the application, nothing was approved. And, there's a higher up that reviews things. And once or twice they'd come back and they'd say, well, actually, you really need this or you really need that. And that's why we always had more, we tried to complete more points than were required because
Exactly.
we knew they could ding some of them.
That's right. That's right. But we actually, on the last application, Cliff, we did pretty well. There weren't that many points that were deducted but we had well in excess of the number of points we needed, so it didn't matter.
Exactly. So I as you may have noticed, I got kind of pulled into this a little bit more than I expected to. I have
Thank you,
done
Cliff.
in 12. I've done 12.1.1A, and that should be marked as complete. I've gone back and forth with them.
Yep, it's marked. Point 1 is complete, marked completed. Yes.
12.1.1A. We're not going to be able to do 12.1.1B. 12.1.2. They've asked me for one more thing to be added, which I'm trying to get. I haven't gotten it yet. 12.2.3, that is considered completed. And 12.3.1, I believe, is also completed.
So then I would say the ones where they've asked you to get additional materials, those should still be marked as planned.
Yes. I mean, the problem, I'm not sure. Do they have completed on the subsections?
It's
12,
the whole action. The
whole of
you
12?
can't break it down. Yeah, you can't break it
Okay, well,
down by sub-action.
then 12 is not completed.
So
It's not
12.1,
12.1 and 2. Your 12.1 point A and B, those can't be combined, well, broken down. But 12.1 itself is good. 12.2 itself is good.
well, 12.1 says incomplete fields.
So
Okay.
can we drill down on that? Because I'm not sure what they're looking for there. 12.1.
Yep, I'm sharing.
12.1.1A, designate and train a representative. We've done that. That's done, and that should be good for 5 points. Municipal task force. They want me to give them one more document on that before it's done.
Okay.
Okay, so then that one should still be marked as planned.
Yes.
I don't know what is this missing field means. Oh, partners. Oh yeah, I think it asks for, we need to fill up this. This is a required field, partners.
You have to put none if there are none to include. That may be one of the issues.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can add that. I mean, it's the kind of thing that drives me nuts. The partners have already been given and listed completely, but there we go.
Yeah.
Add partners. I'll do that.
Okay. think then that should clean it up. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I'm
Yes,
expecting
sometimes
to
it's
get
just a little thing.
5, 10, 15, I think about 25 points.
It's 5, 10,
Okay.
15, and 20. There are 4 levels. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll leave this with you. You can turn it to planned. So, okay. So basically between planned and completed, we have, if we complete all of this, we get 665, then the hopes that at least we would get 500 and move on so that they won't take away
Right.
anything. Right? So we should plan to complete this. Okay.
Right.
So is there any specific thing we need to look at here? Because I think, Caroline, my action items are now complete because you took care of 2 of them for me. I took care of 1 of them.
Yeah,
Get
that's
to the
okay.
fourth. Now we're able to get it. Eventually,
They
we
were
got,
not hard to do. Those were easy, Mohan. They
No,
were
that-
not, I got them done easily, so
yeah. No,
wasn't a
5 points.
lot.
For the 5 points, it took me 3 weeks and 5 phone conversation with the Eversource people because they had to get to the portfolio manager. Eventually, Tony was able to get to it, which is fine. Okay. So what do we do now? Do we want to look at anything, or do we say we will continue to work and come back next week and see where we are?
Yeah, I think we should do that. And Suman mentioned that she has completed everything that was on
Okay.
her list that she was assigned. So I guess my question for her is, would you be willing, like if we were to have a conversation, would you be willing to possibly do some additional items?
Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at what exactly you're looking for because I am taking some time off next week, which will be a bit of a setback. So I have tomorrow that I can help you with a little bit. So it all depends on how much of help you're looking for, Carolyn. I'm happy to jump in.
Okay, so you're
Caroline.
saying next week you wouldn't be available to help?
I'm not
or
available, correct, the first half of the week. I'll be back
the
next.
first half of the week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can I maybe give you a call tomorrow and we can talk about, because one of the things that we learned in the meeting today, that Lauren and I learned, is that we really like one of the Optimize for Equity actions that I'm working on, it may not be completed in time. And so they suggested that we have a 4th. And we talked about what that 4th could be. And it's something that's very realistic. I won't go into detail about it here. We can talk about it. But it's just one that I'm not going to have time to do myself. So we can talk about it and you can decide if it's one that you think you could do.
Okay.
They are a bit of work, the equity toolkits, but it's doable. So we could talk tomorrow, and you can decide if you want to undertake it or not.
Sure. We
Carolyn.
can do that. Yeah.
If you want to share the list that we got as well, let me I sent this from Sustainable CT. Hey, Mohan, can I have the screen real quick? I sent this to you as well, Mohan, if you want to pull it up. It's
Sure.
a document of like things that are really easy to achieve from Sustainable CT. They shared a list with us today and they were like, hey, if you guys, if you just need a couple little things to get some points, some quick, easy wins, here's a list of things. And so I thought that was interesting.
But Lauren, are these to do with 1.1, the Optimize for Equity, or you mean
No.
other?
They're all
okay.
different. They're just kind of like low hanging fruit, like.
But do they satisfy the
points.
requirements of 1 for each action, though, if we were to prioritize and focus on just those? Or no? Are they just sprinkled across the board?
They're
and
kind
not
of sprinkled
necessarily?
across. And
Okay,
I think
'cause
it's
I
kind of
thought-
like, oh, hey,
okay.
if you guys need a couple extra points here and there, these are some
Well,
considerations, right? So
yeah, I was going to say, I think, Carolyn, we'll be focusing on 1.1 first tomorrow when we chat, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so before we move on to your stuff that you wanted to share, Lauren, real quick, for this 1.1, we've partially gathered the documentation that they're looking for. Is that right? Because there are multiple, it seems like I'm just looking at the notes. There's 1 point A, B, C, and D in that toolkit. So we've partially got that done, and there's just still some more to do.
It's not really partially done. It's partially done in the sense that we articulated it and we told them what we thought, where we would be going, and they sort of agreed that it was substantive and could fulfill the requirement. But like, I don't personally have like the documentation to forward. Like, I don't have documentation to forward to you. But, you know, I could speak to you about it, and you could decide if it's something that you think you could pull together. And I mean, I could help you with the writing of it. I just don't have the time to do the research for it.
Okay. And
Because I
was
still
there
have
some
quite a few
stuff,
items to do.
some stuff, Carolyn, that Amanda had started to pull together? I know she had some notes on 1.1. Okay, so we'll be building off of that.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
the one that Amanda is working on is separate. That is one that they believe will meet the requirements, but they're reviewing it now. They just got it today, and they're reviewing it. But in principle, it looks like it will work, right, Lauren?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we relying on anybody to do anything on this who's not on the call?
Well, Amanda, Christine.
Yeah, and I'm waiting on Juliet to respond to me because I had the
Juliet's
high
not
school
involved with this
students.
committee.
Yeah, I mean, I had the high school students do the write up on two of the topics about invasives and the pollinators. And they did such a fantastic job. And then we got some feedback from Sustainable CT as well as Juliet from the Green Wave or the Pollinator Pathway, whatever you want to call it. And so I'm trying to understand if our high school students are going to include that feedback or if I'm going to have to do that. So we'll see what that looks like.
So we're comfortable that the people who aren't on the call are going to have the things done that we're counting on. Is that it?
I mean,
I would say
say
yes.
I'm comfortable. I'd say that I may have to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm speaking. I mean, Amanda has been really working extremely hard to get this completed. So I believe she is determined to get it complete. So I would say yes for her. And Christine's involvement is minimal. The things that she's working on are things that were marked as ones that we would get credit for if they just get tweaked, if they get updated with, you know, current and relevant information. And so I'm confident that she will do what she has said that she would do.
Sounds good.
I had additional people who already came through too. So shout outs to them, Bill Cavers and Craig Flaherty, who gave me information on presentations and water. And then Kesty from the Chamber of Commerce, who gave me information on the local businesses. So I've already got the rest of my people. I just have the high school students on my.
Okay. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, we have to complete what we're doing. And then so I know that Amanda has even told me that she's going to work on it heavily, but if there is something which is still left, then as we go through the weeks, so we will just pick them up. It's fine. So Caroline, happy to help as well. If you need anything on the equity toolkit, once you talk to Suman, if there is anything we can divide and conquer, I'm happy to jump in. That's fine. Okay.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Well, the lists, if you want the list that they shared with us today, I sent that to you, Mohan, and Carolyn has it as well. Like I said, those are the low-hanging fruit things that they said, in addition to, you know, obviously after what Carolyn said, you guys are going to work on. But these are just, you know, kind of additional things, like I said, if we're searching for points.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was going to go, right? We already have a 650. For me, then, if we focus on those to get us to 500, it's great. And then we can add these on. As if we have time, we can continue to work on them. So let's get to the equity toolkit. That's the most important one, I guess, because we need it. And
We
then,
need it. And to Cliff's point earlier, or Cliff's earlier point, we really do need to just go beyond 500 points
Correct.
because there will be items that
Correct.
the reviewers,
Yep.
you know, our fellows can be telling us that it looks like it meets the requirements, but the
Right,
people,
right, right.
the reviewers may
Yep.
differ because
That's-
for the most part, they're external to sustainable CT.
Consultants, yeah.
Yeah, that's where the list Lauren is talking going to be useful, so we can get those points easily.
But I think even without that list, that
Okay.
we have enough points if we can get done everything that's marked as planned.
Wonderful.
But some of those may be easier. So yeah, we should take a look at it for sure.
Okay. So I think for next, here's what I. Oh, sorry. Go on, Suman.
No, Mohan, I was going to say maybe we should huddle then, the three of us tomorrow. We might
Yeah.
as well just chat. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
So-
good.
Okay. So with the two people, I don't think we are going to be in quorum. We should be fine because yeah, that's fine. I just want to make sure we are not violating the rules.
No, I don't count as because I'm not a
Yeah,
member
that's-
of the committee. So
I forget now because you're almost doing everything. So it's fine. So first, okay, here's what we will do for next week then. So for next week, here's what I propose. If we can get as much completed and validated by the CT people, even the interns, I think that should be the target. So if we can get them all blessed by them, even it's 400, then that gives us really solid place, right? That means they're all approved by them, and then we can continue to work on others. And then, yeah, that's it. So we'll continue to work. We'll see next week.
so when next week, Mohan?
Okay. Well, we thought we had said every week. So tell me, do we do next Wednesday, Thursday? What works for all of you? I'm fine. I'm flexible. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I can't do Thursday at all. And I have a meeting at 11:30 on Wednesday.
Okay. So no, I was going to say if it's going to be, it will have to be 8:00 call next week, Wednesday.
Okay.
Would Wednesday 8:00?
Can you do any calls during the daytime?
I mean, I'm flexible. I don't know about others because Suman's working. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I was going to say I'm back only on Thursday. I know Thursday doesn't work for Carolyn, but I can provide you an update ahead of the call as far as where things stand.
okay. Or do you guys want to continue to work through the email? I'm fine with anything because if it becomes problematic, I know. Do we meet in 2 weeks and go from there? If we need, let's go
I
into
think next week. I think it's good to meet next week
Okay.
because we've got just over 3 weeks left before the application has to be
Yeah.
filed.
All right. All right. Let's plan for Wednesday because Suman, you are not here anyway. The question then is, Lauren, so how late in the day you're thinking?
Like Wednesday afternoon sometime would be great.
Like 4, 5, 3, what's your preference?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think 4 or even in the morning is fine for me.
Would we be meeting? We would be meeting virtually.
No, I can't do. I have a 4 o'clock on Wednesday. So yeah, maybe any other time, any other time, like in the morning or like noonish, like lunchtime.
I can't. I have 11:30 meeting.
Yeah. Well, mornings I'm working, so unfortunately I can't because I need to go to.
What about like 2 o'clock, Lauren? Would that work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 2 o'clock on Wednesday. And then
Yeah,
we'll just kind of see how we should be able to make a lot of progress between now and then.
Okay. Does that work for everyone else?
I don't have my phone next to me. I don't know. I will check. So if it's 2, if 2 is not gonna work, would 5 work for you guys? Because I just need to make sure I don't have any meetings. No, 5 won't work. Okay.
It would work for me.
I can't do both.
Okay, that's fine.
You said no, Lauren, right? You said you had something?
Yeah. I have calls.
Okay. All right. So let me take a look and I'll confirm. If not, we may have to just meet separately. Briefly. So, okay, let me take a look if I can move the things around. Sorry, Cliff, would 2 o'clock work for you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it works for most of you. If I'm not going to be able to join, I'm going to ask the town people to send out a Zoom link. So that way, at least Cliff can run the meeting, and that's fine. Okay?
That's 2 o'clock, Wednesday, the 30th.
Yes.
Correct. Yes.
Got it.
I will coordinate with Cliff whether he's going to run the meeting. I'm going to run the meeting. I will see if I can move unfortunately, I don't have my phone. It's upstairs. I will check. It's fine. Okay.
I mean,
all right.
Mohan, you can, adjust it up or down too. I mean, the only time I can't do it is 11:30 to 12:30, but I can do it any other time that day.
Okay. Let me take a look. We will chat. If I cannot do over 2 o'clock, let's confer over the email. Okay. Agree on the time. All right. It works. Okay.
Yeah, just real quick, just not to belabor this, but Carolyn, I did talk to Joanna at the library today, who heads up all the events, and she's interested in our committee.
I know.
And so, I did mention that I thought it would be great if she wanted to be a guest at one of our meetings, that we are working on sustainable CT now. The library is interested in the sustainable CT certification. They're getting us lists of the events that they do to kind of help us out, because they do so many all the time. They're super active. So it's really helpful to have them. And then also it may be helpful to them in the long run as well, because they want to go for the library sustainability certification of Connecticut or whatever it is. And I said, that's awesome. So another one of these. So I just wanted to put that out there, that if she shows up, huge asset, I think.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. I think we are good. If there is nothing else, think we should close the meeting, call to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Night.
Thank you all.
Bye.